Oh, we got a coin. Got a solid 40 here. Something pretty in breath. Oh. It's like I found what I was looking for. I found a suspender clip. Okay, so I didn't record an intro for this video, so here it is. I'd gotten a new permission on a home site. This is in a totally different county than what I had been hunting in. I found an 1860 map published in 1861. It was a pretty decent size home structure according to the hand-drawn picture. And I came out here today. I actually had another place lined up that I was going to hunt, and I may go back over there and finish that hunt later. But I came out this morning. It was 30 some degrees when I started. It's warmed up pretty nice today, and out here hunting again in a cornfield. But I found my first personal item. Suspender clip, I would say. I found these kind around the neighborhood before. I don't see anything written on it. I don't see any lettering or numbers, but it looks like it was a little bit of a fancy buckle, and it could have been plated with something. It is brass. But so here we go. I'm gonna hunt around here for a little bit longer and see if I can just kind of get a feel of where the footprint of the house was, and I'm sure back in 1860 they had buildings and barns, things of that nature. So I'm gonna keep hunting around here and see if I can keep finding the good stuff. I like finding the personal items, and you know somebody was here more than just broken up pieces of junk and nails. So let's keep going. We got a strange sounding 40 here, shallow. Ooh, what is that? Might have a button. Finally. Maybe. Or a shotgun shell head stamp. Oh, how disappointing. I found the one suspender clip and some pieces of, and I have yet to find any kind of buttons around here. So, well, let's keep going. It's an old Winchester. All right, see you on the next. Oh, that is something big and brass. Oh, that's looks way too big to be a button. It is folded in half. I don't know. If I open that, I think it's going to break. But I can't tell what it is otherwise. This could have been some kind of a tag of some sort, but I don't see a hole through it. I don't know. Let's keep going. It's got a really low tone here. 16, 17. It's not very deep. Well, some kind of curled up piece of brass here. Actually, oh, that is curled up good. Something decorative. Well, it's crumbly now too. Trying to open it up. But that almost looks to be some kind of a, like it's got fancy on it. Like maybe something from a suspender. I don't know if I can get it open far enough to tell exactly what it is. I can see that it had fancy on it. I think that was part of a suspender clasp of some sort. I do think that's what that is. That piece is just breaking off. Yeah, that's what that is. A little piece of a suspender clip clasp. Maybe it's the other portion of what I found earlier. Very cool. Let's keep going. So I just popped a real low signal, and it sounded like it could have been iron. I am not real sure what this is. First I thought maybe it could have been some kind of a step on a wagon of some sort, but it almost looks like something that you would put in here and would a twisted stay. Something went through there. I do not know, but the way this looks, I don't think it's off of a stove. Also looks like something could come in here and with these, some kind of a bar or something with tabs on it. Could have come through there, and I don't know. If anybody knows what this is, please leave a comment and let me know. It's kind of interesting though. All right, let's keep going. That looks like a coin. I hope I didn't scratch it. Just like any site, there is a ton of iron and what sounds like a lot of big iron underground. And swinging through all that. Squirrel. Swinging through all that stuff, I just got a pretty decent tone, and it was about what is that? I don't know, 7, 8, 9 inches down. Probably a good 7 or 8. And I think I just popped a coin out of the ground. I'm not real sure. But there it is in the clump. I may have even scratched it a little bit. It looks like a coin. Not real sure yet. And it could be a button, but it sure looks awfully green, and it looks like, I don't know, looks like I scuffed it with my shovel. Let me get a better look here. Actually, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe something that was holed? A coin with a hole? I'm gonna spray it with some. You can see the impression there in the dirt. Yeah, I didn't live dig it because I thought I was maybe digging up iron. There's some big iron in this hole as well. I use isopropyl alcohol instead of water, because in most cases that does not take the patina off. I do see writing on it, but and it's a thinner coin. It's not a thick one. Oh, it does say 1 cent, and it's been holed, so this must be an Indian. Let's see if I can very lightly brush that without taking the patina off. I like to leave the green on them as much as possible. So there's the 1 cent, and it must have a hole in it. It certainly does. So somebody holed their Indian. Now this was ringing up. I mean, not to mention the iron that was in the hole with it, but I was getting a hit and miss, like a 56. Well, the Indian side is very crusty. I don't know if I'll get a date off of it or not. A little bit of nose grease on it, a little bit of face grease, and maybe see if I can see a date or anything. Actually, the hole is right through the date. Anyway, that's cool. First coin out of the site. So, I don't know. I may just finish up my day here and I will finish that other hunt later at another date. So, let's keep going. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Got kind of a jumpy 25 to 30 here. It looks like an old rimfire cartridge. Could be a 32 caliber. That sounds like it could be a nickel signal. Now, nickels usually are a solid 25, and it is a little bit jumpy, but it's like we have a rimfire cartridge. I think it's right there. Right there. Another rimfire cartridge. I'll swing along through here. I can see my target right on top of the ground. It looks like something round, but I'm not really sure. Not really sure what it is. Not sure if I can tell what it is before I pick it up or not. It looks to be some kind of a coin. Actually, I think that's Abraham Lincoln from 2007. I'm sure that was dropped by the farmer. That's a zinc penny that hasn't hardly gotten crusty yet. Let's keep going. Got a 35, 36. Sounds like a good tight signal. What do we have? Oh, that looks like a piece of Crotobel brass. Bronze, brass. That's what that looks like. Got a 44 to 48. It's a little jumpy, but it sounds like a good tone when there's so much iron out here. I also noticed that there's a lot of hot rocks in here. What do we have? It's in the clump. Oh, there we go. It's another piece of that crotobell. Too bad it's just all smashed up. All right, let's keep going. Oh, another piece of crotobell. Well, there's a piece of a crotobell. Kind of a jumpy 50 to 54. Doesn't seem to be real deep. What do we have there? Do we have a button? Finally I got a button. Look at this. What is this? Shank is missing. I can deal with that. Any kind of writing or back marks? Hopefully the microphone is cutting the wind. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna get some back marks off of that. Maybe I can figure out when it was made or... Actually, it looks like, yeah, that might be a two-piece button. I wonder what's on the front. Maybe just a... Oh, that's a pretty button. That's a pretty little button. Very nice. I've just got a little bit longer, so I'm gonna keep going and see if I can find anything else before I have to call it a day. Sounds like something really big. Sounds like it's pretty close to the surface. Haha! Got us a horseshoe. $89.90. So I have hunted this area now for 2 full days and waited for a signal like this. Here I was getting a $89.90, and it could be trash, but I'm hoping not. It's not very deep. I don't know. Might have a button, might have a coin, but it looks pretty small. What do we have here? Oh, no way. I need to be real careful with this, actually. To try and, I don't want to rub it. I think I have a store card. I'm gonna spray it with some alcohol. That way I'm not rubbing on it too hard. I do believe I see an 1863. If I can just tell what it is, I'm gonna get a very soft brush out here. Back at the shop, I have a book on Civil War store cards, so I might be able to look this one up and see what it says. Actually, I think it's for a hardware store. Isn't that cool? Still quite a bit of mud and crust on the other side. That just, this just made my day. Gonna have to look that up because I'm not sure what that company is. Or I'm not sure. So just made my day to hunt out here for a good 2+ days, and I have not been able to hardly get anything worth video. Right there. Hardware, iron, nails, glass, and some kind of stoves. 1863. That is so cool. That's what I'm here for. This right here. Must be a picture of a stove there on that side. I'm gonna have to look that up and see if that's in my book. This is so cool. Well, I'm gonna swing around here for just a little bit longer and see if I can find anything else. This right here, definitely my find of the year so far. Here we are. We're in March, and here the weather has been up and down. Last week we'd had 50s, 60s. This morning it was in the low 20s, and I just don't think it really knows what it wants to do yet. And allergies coming in. I sound like Dweezil Zappa, and hopefully it doesn't turn into a huge bad allergy year. But I will look this up, and if I can find any more information out on the store card, you'll be the first to see it when I post the video. All right. I just got a little bit longer today, so let's keep rolling. Stop recording. Stop recording. Try and see if I can pick that up with the pinpointer first. That is one of the best signals I've had out here. We got a coin. I think it's a coin, not a button. 91, 92, 90 something. Can't even remember now. And I had popped what looked like a large copper. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we're gonna take a look. See what we got. It's thick. And it's copper. Looks, it's shaped funny. What? Could it be some kind of a token? I'm not sure. let me see if I can brush this real carefully. I don't know. Now maybe I can do the pants wipe here. I'm gonna give that a spritz of alcohol. It's pretty slick. It is a large scent, so it's been hammered. They hammered it into like an octagon. I've never seen anything like that before. I'm gonna see if I can put a little bit of face grease on it. Maybe we can see it better. I can see United States of America. Through the green corrosion, I can see that it says 1 cent. There's the bust side. It's very slick. I don't know if I can manage to get a date off of that or not. That is the craziest thing ever. You can see some stars going around it. It's pretty dang awesome. And to find one that somebody had modified for some reason, um, that is very cool. I'm gonna wrap it up. Got a little bit of a short day today.